don't know, we don't have these discussions, and we're not passing on to our children. I pray that people who watch these videos about and learn from this beyond fearless. It's something beyond fear. You don't only have to be fearless, you can go beyond it. Hard to even comprehend. You just want to be fearless. Be fearless. It's something beyond fearless. How good and amazing our God is. You don't know the power of the Lord. You don't know who you serve. Share it to people who are lost. Share it to people who are hurt. Share it to people who are confused. Hope we share these videos to the youth. A child shall lead them, and our children, our young boys, I see you. Our young, gorgeous girls, I see you. And I'm an elder now. I'm no longer the young chick. I'm an elder now. And it's my responsibility at this age to pass on wisdom to you so you can pick it up and carry it on and pass it on to the next generation. We should not be passing ignorance. We should be passing wisdom. And what I've learned through life, and I've been through it all. And at this point, it's all led me back to the one and only Jesus Christ. I would not be here today if it was not for the Lord. I wouldn't have survived it. I would not have survived if it wasn't for my God and people praying for me when I didn't know I needed to pray for myself. I met people that met me 10 years later, like after high school or something like that. I went to a funeral, one of my homeboys had died. And one guy I went to school with, he was always like, he never got into the wild stuff. I was with any and everything. Let's go. Where we going? What we doing? Okay, I'm out. I was there. I was about it. Let's go. And I knew I was out there. I didn't know how much I was out there. I had no clue. But I met him maybe 10 years later after high school. And I was doing better. I was a lot more stable, and I had a little more focus in my life. I had more drive. And he came up to me after church, after the funeral, and said to me, "Hey," I said, "Hey." He a pastor. He was pastor. He was a pastor. I hadn't made it that far, but he was a pastor. And when I saw, I was like, "Yeah, of course you are. You always in school. You never want to do any of the wild stuff we were doing." No, I always passed and say hey to him, but he was always different. He didn't do none of it. So I was not shocked to see he was a pastor. But he looked at me and he said, "You looking good, you doing good." He said, "I'm happy to see that. I prayed for you." That's what he told me. He said, "I prayed for you, Donnie. In high school, you saw something in me. You saw something in my behavior and the way I was. Because like I said, I knew I was, I was ready to party. I was ready for whatever. But you saw something in me that was so concerning that you were praying for me. I didn't even hang out with you like that. I just said hey and bye. We were hey and bye friends. And I didn't even speak. You weren't even with me when I was doing the stuff. So whatever I was showing you, whatever you saw in me was enough to make you pray for me when I didn't even know it." I learned from that. I learned when he said that to me. I said, I am here not just because I'm so cool and amazing and I'm so smart and I dodged the bullet and stuff. I'm here because somebody was praying for me when I wasn't praying for myself. People I'll never know said a prayer, will pray for Donnie, that sent those angels to protect me when I'm getting in the wrong car at the wrong time, when I'm going to the wrong house. They prayed for me, and they kept me alive. And they got me to a place now where I can be an elder, and I can talk to some young girl and some young man. I can share the people that are in my life, and the people I've come across through these years that have poured into me some type of wisdom. And I can share without a shadow of a doubt, God is real, God is good, God is love. I am one of the few people, or maybe hopefully it's millions. I hope it ain't few. I feel like it's few when I watch stuff, but hopefully it's millions and billions of people. But I am one of the people who can say to you without a shadow of a doubt, God is real.